Hello everybody, my name is 404MS. If you don't know me, I'm a small how-to YouTuber. My goal is just to give you guys some tips to make your days a little bit better. Today we're going to be talking about the Blue Yeti and how to make it sound more professional. And it'll make it sounding like this to this. As you can hear, it's a little bit deeper. It's got that muddy tone that most podcast microphones have. I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this. So initially, you're going to need the Logitech G Hub software. If you're lazy, you can just look in the description of this video. There'll be a link for you, or you can just look it up. After you download it, you should be greeted by this screen here. By the way, if this isn't showing up, go ahead and look in your device manager. Make sure you have all your drivers installed and make sure you can see it in your device manager, and then it should be showing up here. Click the Yeti. Or by the way, this will work with any of the other Yeti microphones, probably like the Nano and the X. And you'll be greeted by this screen. This will default come unchecked, so go ahead and check that one, and then it'll let you mess with all the settings. Let me just show you guys my settings now. We have the voice EQ over here. I have my I have my low end turned all the way up. I want to bring those low notes out. My mid, I just want to keep the same. I don't want to do anything with my mid-level notes. And then my high, I want to turn my high end down, just so they're not as hearable. High pass we're going to keep off, and I'll tell you in a second why. We're also going to keep all four of these off. But instead we have our compressor. Basically what this does is it makes our sound a little bit more clean or more muddy. So in between would be normal, over here would be clean, and this would be a really muddy sound. We have our limiter too, which is just for loud noises. It'll cut it off before it can go through the mic, and allow not for any banging. And then those are my settings if you want to copy them. You can also play around with this yourself. There are also presets like AM, testing, radio, FM, or warm and vintage. You can play around with those. But I'm going to show you guys just how some of these settings work. By the way, I would avoid using high pass, noise reduction, gate, de-esser, and depopper, because they will often cut your voice sometimes. Like at the beginning or the end, you'll miss a few milliseconds of what you're trying to say. So I'm just going to keep them off for simplicity's sake. So if we go over here to this preset, I'll let you guys hear what some of these do. Compressor, here's where I was talking about that really clean note. It'll be clean on this end, and it'll be muddy on this end. I have it somewhere in the middle, like 29, I think. Limiter, I'm not going to scream right now because it's kind of late, but you can turn that up or down based on how loud you think you are or how close you are to the microphone. I keep it somewhere in the middle of the high end. And then I'll just do some testing so you guys can hear. Bringing the low end up, the mid up, and the high up, or low down, mid down, or high down. Or a different combination, or this combination. Just feel free to play around with it. Switch back to mine. Here we are. We can go to effects, and it actually provides you with a voice mod.
So you can sound like an alien or a dual pitch. I don't know what this is or what it sounds like, but you guys will hear it.
I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Nvidia actually has an AI that will take outside background noises out, and it will only hear your voice. It's actually kind of cool. I will put a video down below of this software being used. It's really cool. You should check it out. And they also give you a sampler, which is basically just macros of sounds that you can play through your microphone. This one's kind of loud, so I'll just play like a second of it. But you can play it through the microphone, and you can also add custom sounds. You can have a lot of fun with that one. Anyways, I think that is it for the software aspect of this. Also, an important thing is if you are using a game that isn't as well known, or the software can't detect it automatically, you can go ahead and add it yourself. You just have to go over here, and then you could go find the game file, and then you can add it to the software, and then you can use it. Anyways, I think that's it for this video, guys. If this did help you at all, feel free to leave a comment on how it helped you if you like it. If you did like the video, feel free to leave a like, and I'm actually close to 1,000 subscribers, so it would make my day if you subscribed. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Peace.